What's good, everyone? And thank you so much for tuning in to today's video. If you guys saw my YouTube community post from the other day, then you would know that I said I was gonna be publishing a more personal style video. And I hope you guys did enjoy that little humorous clip with the freaking shopping cart. Like that was insane. But I hope you guys did enjoy that because I'm not really used to seeing that. And I hope you guys are doing well generally in your lives and whatever you may be doing and things of that nature. This is going to be more of a personal type of video, I guess, a vlog style video, if you will. I'm not going to try and edit that much in this. I'll maybe add my outro in the end that I usually do at these kinds of, I guess, vlog style videos. But otherwise, they're not going to do any, like, nice looking edits because it's just a raw video. And raw in more ways than one, in the sense of these are just my thoughts and my thoughts on the world, not in a political way, but more in the way of positivity. Something I've noticed in today's society is that positivity isn't around as much as I guess you could say that it used to be, but definitely not as much as it should be. And although this is just my opinion and you think something, it may not necessarily be the case. I try to be a generally positive person. I try to go forward and as I know Nate used to say in his videos, pay things forward. I generally try to do that. I'm fortunate enough that I was taught at a young age to try and give things back, to try to show your your generosity, I guess you could say, to try to show your appreciation of something, because people don't have to do things for you. They don't have to be generous to you. They don't have to have mercy, or that sounds kind of bad, I guess. They don't have to show kindness to you. They don't have to have gratitude, give things to you. But they do. Some people choose to do that. And in the same way, a thank you goes a long way. Like some people these days just don't even have manners anymore. And it makes me wonder, again, I know everybody wasn't raised the same way as I was. I was fortunate enough to have a good, positive upbringing and have many, many positive people in my life to show me, the way that is not the way that it should be per se, but a good way of how things should go. And I don't understand in this world why there's just so much hatred, so much like negativity. When I think of Earth and I think of like Earth Day and they show this little cartoony little gimmick thing with the Earth smiling and it looks very happy and cute and animated. When I think of the Earth, I don't think of that. I think of the Earth as this like shadow thing, like this, like something that's in a shadow in this like dark, like very eerie kind of environment. And although there's good things about life, I try to show the positive things. I try to be very, productive and proactive in my thoughts. And I don't really try to sit back and sit in things and I struggle, I'm not going to lie and act as if I have the perfect life and I don't struggle. But I really don't try to make that apparent on YouTube, not because I'm afraid, but more so because, you guys watch, the videos I produce for the content. It doesn't fit the algorithm, I guess you could say. And, I understand that. I don't think I'm at the level yet where, I just don't feel that I'm at that level within my own self to be as open as some people are. Some people, their daily lives on YouTube, vlogging on YouTube. I don't think I'm at that level yet. And something against you guys. It's just a personal thing for me. But anyway, I just don't understand, kind of the world these days where, you can't go into a grocery store without being in fear. For one, certain stores, you can't go into there without having locks beyond certain things because they are in security or in safety or in fear of people doing weird or just freaking heinous acts with them. Or maybe you can't go into a store without being in fear that somebody's going to come in with a firearm and go off with that. The fact that you can't go into a school without having like 3001 forms of identification and then pulling on the door and having it be locked, to where you have to force someone to be able to recognize you or be able to show that you're who you claim to be or appear to be before they let you in. I remember the days where, and I remember the days as if I'm that old. I'm about to graduate high school. I'm not really that old, but like I remember the days where you could pull on a school door and it opened right up, no locks. No security, no freaking badges where you have to put it up to a thing and have it beep and let you in. Nothing like that. You could just go right on in. A door was a door and not like this security system thing, you know? That doesn't exist anymore, you know? There has to be so many safety precautions, and not that those are bad things, but so many things that didn't used to be. Like, you think of, like, things like 9/11, right? Like, and I'm not trying to, respect and honor the people who lost their lives on that day. But you look at 9/11, and it's kind of a, different topic than what I was on. But, like, I'm an aviation fan somewhat. Fan. I am a fan. I want to say I'm an aviation nerd somewhat. I don't really know everything about planes, but I know enough and a lot about planes, I'd say, more than the average person does. And I know that the Boeing jets that they flew into the North and South Towers, those they got into the cockpits because it was wide open, easily accessible. Well, after 9/11, that doesn't exist anymore. There's just like, to my understanding, there's this door that you have to, that only I think a pilot or specialized crew can access. Passengers can't do it. And if you do, I think you get like banned from like aviation, not just for like a couple of years, I think for life. I believe. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's very, very severe because of that. And I can appreciate guidelines being set in place to prevent disasters from happening again, but it's like, why did a disaster of this type even have to happen? And I'm not trying to play politics. Trust me, that's the last thing I'm trying to bring up. I just don't understand, and I wish that I could. I wish that I did. I wish that this world wasn't such a cruel, hard place sometimes, where people could just see the nice in other people, and it didn't have to be all these fights and all these ridiculously stupid, just dumb interactions and altercations that happen. Things that are just so, like, I can't think of the word, but they're just so, like petty almost. Dumb things that people argue over or have debates over that doesn't even matter. Like, acknowledge the fact that you can see another day, and that you can that you can be grateful for that. You can be grateful for the people that you appreciate, that you people that, just give somebody a smile, just give somebody a hey, how you doing. That makes a difference, instead of just having these cold, hard, freaking, like, solid faces of, and I get people are going through things, and I'm not trying to say that you're not, but it just seems that there's so much that's happened to people, and it's sad, and there's so many things that affect people to where you can't even go into a store and give somebody a genuine smile without them questioning it, without them saying, oh, why are you doing this, without them judging you for it, So I guess I said all that to say, we can only do as much as we can ourselves. We can't change other people. And I don't even recommend trying to do that, because it's up to somebody else to change themselves, to change their thought process, to change how they see things. But I guess I've said all that to say that I'm not trying to steal from Nate or anything, but genuinely, can we do something to make the world just ever so slightly, not better, but ever so slightly nicer, ever so slightly more positive? Relatively simple ask. I'm not asking 1,000, million, whatever, how many people, 100 to do it. I'm asking one person, and that one person is you. I start with me. You start with you. Let's cut the crap. Let's put the trivial stuff aside. Just try and see the good in somebody, Maybe a tough thing, but I hope that, and it may not, it may not be everybody's cup of tea, but, like, I hope that it meant something to somebody. Until next time, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Be sure to make the best of your every moment. Until I see you guys next time, thank you for choosing Z-Man. I mean it. Let's do it. All right. Peace.